have been seeing. In fact, Nimesh is going to join in. Today was a day of big block deal headlines. We had HDFC AMC seeing some blocks. There was Timken India and Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences. So lots and lots of action in the secondary market in terms of blocks today. The stocks are up for you, and pretty big price action as well on some of these names as well. So let's bring Nimesh in. He's been alerting us on most of these deals well in advance anyway. Nimesh, let's start with HDFC AMC. Give us some of the details. I know this is what you're picking up as of now from sources, but likely buyers and sellers.
So in terms of HDFC AMC, which has seen a big reaction in the stock as well. In terms of seller, Aberdeen was a seller in today's block, so it's a clean out trade. They were holding 10.2% stake. Now they have sold out. And in terms of buyers, I understand some domestic mutual funds and a leading long-only fund was an anchor investor. The reason the stock is reacting sharply is because the block happened in the block window, which means just a 1% discount versus the street expectation of a 5% discount. So that's the first thing. Second, I believe there is a strong demand from domestic and long-only funds, and hence you've seen a big reaction on the stock as well. So that deal part is done with. Now, what to watch out for going forward? Couple of things. One, because Aberdeen was classified as a promoter. Now that they've sold out, the free float will go up in HDFC AMC. So the impact is FTSE is likely to increase the weight of HDFC AMC as early as next week, which could be on Monday. And analysts believe that could lead to an inflow of close to $17 million. So that's far as FTSE is concerned. The second thing to watch would be how MSCI reacts to this whole transaction. Now, last year, same time around May of last year, MSCI had removed HDFC AMC from that list. Now the expectation is the stock can get added back to the MSCI. For that to happen, what our analysts saying is maybe the stock has to react another 10% on the upside. Only then it could be considered for the MSCI inclusion. Now, for that to happen, the cutoff seems to be July end, by which the stock has to go up by another 10%. If that happens, then probably in the August review, it is very likely that HDFC AMC will get added back to the MSCI. So these are a few things to watch out for. But as far as news is concerned, Aberdeen was a seller in today's block. It's a clean out trade. They've sold the entire 10%, and some domestic mutual funds and long-only funds were buyers in today's block deal.
Okay, Nimesh, thanks a lot for getting us all of the details. But that's not all on the block deals. There's more that has come through on Timken, on Krishna Institute as well. Take us through the details there.
Oh, yes, so action-packed there as far as blocks are concerned. I'll start with Timken India first. Again, there was a large block. 8.2% equity was sold by the parent entity, Timken parent, and they've sold the stake at around 3,100 rupees per share, which means around 10% discount to yesterday's closing price. The book was launched last evening with a floor price of 3,000 rupees, but the deal largely happened around 3,100 levels. Now, in terms of buyers, I believe largely the book was dominated by domestic mutual funds who already own 11% stake in Timken. Maybe some of those existing funds would have bought further and increased the stake. The interesting thing is, it's a bit surprising that the parent has come at these levels and have sold 8.5% stake. Remember, the parent holding is 68%. After today's block deal of 8.5% stake, the stake will fall just below 60% stake. But the whole question is why the parent has sold such a large chunk and have raised $250 million. Just an interesting number as well as far as Timken is concerned. If you look at the parent entity, the parent has a revenue of close to $4 billion and a market cap of $6 billion. Whereas in India, the top line is just $450 million, and this Indian entity is commanding a valuation of close to $3 billion. So the valuation is quite high for the Indian entity, but the fact is that the parent has sold 8.2% stake via block deal today.
Okay, all right. That's Timken. Pretty interesting block there as well. Finally, Nimesh, KIMS?
Well, in KIMS, again, there was a large block, and it happened in the block window as well. So it looks like the demand was quite strong in KIMS as well. In KIMS, the feedback that I've got is that most likely the large private equity investor was a seller in today's block deal. They own close to 68 or 70 lakh shares, and out of which they've sold 40 lakh shares in today's block. I am not too sure on who the buyers were, but in terms of seller, the likelihood is that maybe the large private equity investor was a seller in KIMS today in a block deal.
All right, Nimesh.